I know from preparing for today that a lot of antidepressants can have the effect of lowering your sexual desire, whether you're a woman or a man. Can these drugs you mentioned be taken with an antidepressant?
That's an excellent question. And the answer is there's some cautionings about it, but they can be the shot is probably less of a controversy than the D because, again, it is a centrally acting drug. So there are some questions about it.
Okay, so talk to your doctor.
You want to talk to your prescriber about using it. You definitely want to have that conversation with your prescriber.
Yeah, because I mean, I can see if you're depressed and your doctor puts you on an antidepressant and then your desire for sex goes away, then you're more depressed because having regular and healthy sex life is part of being a healthy person. And it does add to joy and intimacy and connection with your partner, all that stuff. But the answer isn't necessarily just get rid of the antidepressant because that could cause problems too.
Well, that's absolutely correct. However, there are things, and if you find your antidepressant, and you've started on antidepressant or you are taking antidepressant, you're noticing your libido is down. Again, please talk with your provider about this. Very important because there are certain not all antidepressants affect everybody the same way. Okay. So there are certain people who will get a downer on one antidepressant, not on another. So it's certainly quite reasonable to try different antidepressants. Obviously, you want to work with your prescriber as far as what might be a suitable alternative for you to try. Some are known to be more of a depressant than others. The other possibility, and these are the SSRIs and somewhat of an extent to the SNRIs, there is one antidepressant that does not have a decrease effect on libido, and that's what's called bupropion or Wellbutrin. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Our male doctor said that too.
Yeah, Wellbutrin is not an SSRI. It's not an SNRI. Actually, we don't really know exactly how it works, but it does not have the sex depressant activities. And what some psychiatrists will do or other prescribers will actually add a little bit of Wellbutrin to whatever you're taking. You can take Wellbutrin, bupropion with most antidepressants of the SSRIs. So that may enhance things a little bit for you. So that's something that can be done. Trying a different SSRI or adding some Wellbutrin or just switching over to Wellbutrin can be helpful. So there are options to, again, work with your prescriber, say, listen, my libido is down. Now, the other thing to remember, and it's great, it's great that Megyn, that you did recommend looking at the antidepressants. There are other medications that can depress libido too. Okay. And I want our listeners to understand that, for example, some blood pressure medications can have a downing effect on libido. And given the fact that we've got tons, some blood pressure meds can do it. And it can be for the guys too. And sometimes some of the antidepressants can actually affect their erectile issues and stuff too. So that certainly can be the case. But if you're on an antihypertensive medication and you say, gee, my libido is not so terrific, you may want to speak with your provider about, gee, could this antidepressant do it? And might there be something else that's suitable to get my blood pressure under control and not do this to my, libido? A couple other things that are out there, and the list is very long. But for example, people who are taking certain pain medications, certain opioids. That's another bad thing about opioids; they can decrease libido too. So again, if you're talking with your provider about my libido really is not good, make a list of your medications. Bring your list of medications with you, saying I'm taking, I'm taking Prozac and I'm taking metoprolol, I'm taking this, and to try to figure out which of the medications might be problematic. And as far as can we do better or try different medications? Sure, we can.
I mean, I think that's one of the things I hope people take away from this show and the one we did last Wednesday, which is sexual health is a part of health, and you don't have to settle for less. You don't have to just sort of slide into, well, I'm getting older, or I gained some weight, or we've been married now 20 years and this is just how things go. No, you should fight for a very positive, good, uplifting sex life. And there are all sorts of aids that can help you get back to, feeling like I'm looking forward to it. Maybe you're not going to be like the 20-year-old version of you, but you could be like the 34-year-old version of you.
Although I do have plenty of 75-year-olds who are pretty sexually active too. So
women,
people realize that can be.
Oh, sorry, I love this story because I'm afraid to ask because I have an 82-year-old mother. But when does it stop? Does it ever stop? I mean, are there people who are going at it in their 90s?
Yeah, I've had some of
Wow.
those. One of my loveliest patients comes to mind, and I've taken care of her for many, many years. And she just turned 80. And she and her significant other have their time reserved, and they've been doing this for at least 20 some years that I know about, that they have been reserving Sunday morning as their official sex time, that they look forward to it and stuff like that. And we've worked on maximizing everything for them. And they're doing great. And they haven't changed the ritual for over 20 some years as far as that's
That's
their
amazing.
dedicated time.
Summer used to mean I was kicking off the sheets every other night to try to stay cool. I don't know about you. But that all changed thanks in part to my discovery of Cozy Earth bedding. Now I'm sleeping comfortably even on those hot, awful nights. And you can too. Simply swap out your current sheets for soft, breathable, temperature regulating sheets from Cozy Earth, the brand with thousands of 5-star reviews, including my own. If you don't agree that you are sleeping cooler and more comfortably this summer, they will refund your purchase price, no questions asked. Also, your shipping. And you get 100 nights to try them out. How can Cozy Earth make such a guarantee? Because their bedding is made from viscose from bamboo, so it traps less heat, enabling people to sleep cooler and more comfortably year-round. For a limited time, save up to 40% on Cozy Earth. Go to CozyEarth.com, enter my promo code Megyn at checkout, and save up to 40% right now. Try them for 100 nights. If you don't sleep cooler, send them back for a full refund. CozyEarth.com, promo code Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.